An elderly couple enjoying their retirement years in Washington County, but a gas leak has driven them from their home. It has been a month and a half, but the continuing threat of a gas explosion has prevented Joyce and Harry Hill from returning.
And as Katie investigator Andy Sheehan reports, no one knows the source of that gas. It's new at 6.
We've lived here almost 38 years.
But you can't go inside.
No.
Imagine calling a place home for most of your adult life and not being able to live in it. No, the mortgage is paid off and the taxes are up to date. It's just that it's in danger of exploding at any time.
Not being able to sleep, eat, all we think about is our house.
And it's now 48 days and counting since Harry and Joyce Hill were told to get out.
There's no end in it. This is where it blew the boards off, and the cistern covers down there.
Back on January 27th, a gas explosion blew the lid off the Hill's cistern and through their deck. People's Gas put them up in a motel for the next 3 weeks, but couldn't find the source. The gas company did determine the gas was not theirs.
We drilled in their basement, we vented their home, and very quickly we found it wasn't the quality of utility pipeline gas. There's a vast difference between that and gas migrating from another place.
Peoples installed a vent to siphon off the gas and prevent an explosion, then alerted the Department of Environmental Protection, which says the gas seems to be migrating through the ground.
It's not just one possible source, there are several, and we have been spending a lot of time just trying to run down where this gas is coming from.
Pennsylvania is riddled with shallow gas wells dating back several decades, and after determining that a nearby abandoned well was not the source, the DEP set its sights on 3 active wells. The department has contacted their 3 separate owners to conduct tests and says it's trying to resolve the situation as soon as possible.
This is something we've taken very seriously because we don't want to see anybody out of their house. This is something that is just, it's a tragedy.
But now the Hills have their possessions scattered over 3 different houses and are currently staying at the home of Joyce's brother. She says their lives have become a nightmare from which they can't awaken.
We wake up or jump up in the middle of the night and then we look and see where we are and think, yeah, this happened. This really happened because we're not home. We're somewhere else.
But the source of the leak remains unknown and the Hills remain in exile, looking for answers and the day when they finally can return home. In Finleyville, Andy Sheehan, KDKA TV News.